Wednesday the 18th of December. It is 7 minutes past 3 in the afternoon and just outside the Marine Park here in South Shields. We're going to do some hill sprints. Walk up with me as we warm up. So I have not done hill sprints in quite a long time, and I'm going to guide you through what I'm going to do, why I'm going to do it, what's good about it, what's bad about it, if you should do it, how much you should do, and all the rest. Now, training outside is something I love to do when I get the chance. Actually getting the fresh air and training outside when it's a little bit cold is great. But I broke my ankle 14 months ago. Don't know if I ever mentioned it. I went on about it quite a bit actually. Not only did I get an avulsion fracture, I got ligament damage. I had an MRI on it privately, and they discovered that I'd done quite a lot of damage. However, it's not going to get any worse likely, and I can push it. I can really go for it. So 14 months, obviously I trained throughout it. I got back to wrestling training. I did a couple of matches. Wrestling training is what broke the ankle in the first place. But I went back for a little while. I'm kind of in my out period at the minute. Unsure about my future in that right now. But I've always trained and I've always kept going and done what I can with where I am with what I've got. This will be the first big sprint session in 14 months. So we're going to test the ankle here. So we have the Marine Park, which is on an elevation here in South Shields from the beach upwards. If I was to put an angle on this, I would maybe say it's about 25 to 30 degrees, maybe 25 degrees. It's quite a steep incline, and it's probably well over 100 meters actually from where it's down there, where we came. So here's what we're going to do. We just did a walk up, and we're going to do a casual jog up, and I'm going to do a half sprint up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sprint 6 rounds. 6 to 9 rounds is a decent amount of rounds for sprints. Now, you might not be very fast, but anybody can sprint. If you had to sprint, you would fucking sprint. Some of you have to sprint for the bus. What if you had to sprint to evade an animal or a very angry person that you had to get away from? Sprints is something that anybody can do. It's hard, but you get a lot of work done in a shorter period of time. I do not like running, as in long distance running. It's not me. I find it boring, and I feel like actually it doesn't have a great benefit for a lot of people, especially for the joints and the back. I always find my back really hurts when I did that, trained for the Great North Run and all that, and it just wasn't me. I don't like pounding the pavement for 2-3 hours. I just don't like it, and I think there's better ways to get more benefit and feel better from a shorter period of time. I'm all about condensing things, and I'm all about trying to be as effective and efficient in a shorter amount of time, because we have less time in this world now. I like to get my training done in, if I can, under an hour. So this whole sprint session's probably going to take 30 minutes, if that, and I would have got a hell of a lot out of it. A lot of cardio fitness, some strength build up, some great pump in the legs, and just a real good workout. Not just a workout, but a training session as well, because it's quite athletic to do hill sprints, and it's one of those things that you can always get better at. So we're just going to walk up there, we're going to do a light jog, and Adam, my cameraman, is going to get slightly out of breath right now. So we're going to do a light jog up the top. Now my ankle has not been great with mobility recently. It's definitely gotten better, but I don't quite have the dorsiflexion like I used to, which means the ankle coming backwards. I did have a little bit of a limp, but we're going to push this today and see what happens. It has been quite a long time, so we've got to do a couple of good warm-up sets, and then basically we'll go for 6 sets. 6 to 9 sets is a good sort of, please don't run into a blackboard that. 6 to 9 sets is a good range. Like if you think about in a training session at the gym, if you've got to lift in weights, an overall session, whatever you were doing, 6 to 9 sets would be good. I'll walk back down as our rest. So that's my second warm-up set. I'll do a third one where it's a half sprint, and then we'll go for the 6 rounds. If you think about it, 4 sets of push, 3 sets of pull, 2 sets of core stuff. You know, that would be a good gym session with the rest in between, depending on what your training plan is like, depending on what your goals are, etc. So even just that, out of breath, this is good. I like things that get me out of breath, that get the blood pumping. This is the adrenaline for me. Since giving up drugs and alcohol, since giving up smoking weed, this is my drug. Exercise is my thrill. It's my adrenaline pump. It's what gets me excited. It's what makes me feel good. Now, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, after being up since 5 a.m, like most mornings, I get up and coach at my gym and online at 6 a.m, and then I go and jump in the sea, and then I have a quick breakfast and shower, and I study and I come back and I do a full day in the office at 3 p.m. Sometimes there's that dip, sometimes there's that I can't be bothered, sometimes there's that lack of motivation, but motivation is never usually the issue. Number one, it's energy. If your energy's higher, you're always more motivated. But number two is, if you value it highly enough, you'll find the motivation, even if you don't have it. I value the feeling of exercise so highly that I don't need to be motivated to do it. I do it so that I'm more motivated in life. I'm gonna do a 50% capacity sprint here. Adam's gonna wait here, film it, you'll be glad of that, mate. And then I'm gonna walk back down and we're gonna begin these 6 sets. 50% pace coming up. What I'll usually do is I'll start light and go a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster, yeah? So I'm not just sprinting off, because you can get injured by going too fast, too quick, especially when I haven't been doing like 30 minutes stretching beforehand or whatever. And the older you get, the more tighter and fucking inflexible you get. I'm starting to notice that. Getting warm now, we'll keep going. I don't know how far this is, but it's got to be over 100 meters. I'm not very good at gauging meters, to be fair. Centimeters or inches. This is first working set, so I can feel myself warmer, but I'm still not super warm. I'm warm enough to get ready to do set one, so I'll go halfway 50% and then I'll speed up about 75%, and then the second working set I'll try 100%. Now my 100%, there's no way I'll be able to keep it up until the end, but I'll try. I'll get about halfway, if not less, and then I'll start slowing down, because I don't have the capacity to keep going for long periods. When you're going 100% effort, you can't keep it up for very long. This is the problem with all or nothing people. This is a life lesson in this. They think that they can just keep going all or nothing all the time. You can't. Little and often. You can go all or nothing for a short period of time, but when you can't give it all, you don't give nothing, you give little and often all the time. Consistency beats intensity. The more you keep showing up, the better you get. Okay, 50%, and we're going to go 75% for the first set. Adam, there'll be a timer on the screen here. If you can time this as well, Adam, that will be good on my phone so we can check.
I'll time it on the camera timer. Okay,
and we'll see how far this decreases every time, and we'll time the rests as well. Rest periods for high intensity sprints depend on how long you're going for. You need longer rest the longer you're sprinting for, usually. And also it depends on the intensity you're going. There will be a formula for this, I don't know it. I think you've got to go on how you feel, but I'm treating it where I'm coming back down, and when I'm at the bottom, I'll get my breath back a little bit after 30 seconds to a minute and we'll go again. I'm going to sprint past, hopefully there's somebody coming down, hopefully they will move out the way. Boxer shorts are clearly not very tight because my balls are slapping all over the place.
Do you want that edited out?
No, you keep it in. Okay, so we're hitting the sub 30 second.
It didn't take long at all.
That's pretty good. So that'll probably get longer and longer each time. It's going to get slower. It's going to get slower. It's hard. So we're going 50% there to about 75. I'm going to try 100% all the way now on this next set. 30 seconds flat out to about 3 minutes rest. But the intensity has to be high. If you couldn't run, like if you're the kind of person who just can't actually run fast because of whatever reason, you could walk this and it will do you well. You just probably have to get more rounds in. But if you can sprint, if you can just even jog or run, you're always going to get more out of it. And what you're going to get is that adrenaline pump, which a lot of people fail to feel. This pump of the blood, this rush of adrenaline, of excitement, of thrill. It's endorphins, it's your body's response to pain. It's the high that you get, it's a natural high that we've all got access to, but in order to get it we need to put in some fucking effort. And most people can't be bothered to put in the effort. They're lazy, they are fearful, and we need a little bit more inspiration when it comes to that. So, round 2.
3, 2, 1, go!
heart's thumping out my chest now. That's round 2 done. Obviously this will probably end up slowing down, but the idea with this is just to do as fast as you can for the period of length. The great thing about timing these as well is if you're only got time on your phone or your stopwatch or whatever, you get this data and you try and improve it. See if you can knock a second off your time each one, or see if you can have a little bit less rest next time. Although it's not always about less rest, sometimes longer rest periods can actually be more beneficial for you. What's more important is often the work period, having a long rest so you're fully recovered, so you're able to give maximum effort and intensity. A lot of people rest too short, they take 30 seconds rest during, which is fine if you're doing a high intensity training session, or you may be doing some body weight movements. But when you're doing high, really challenging things like hill sprints or heavy weights, you need a longer time to rest to give your most effort in your work rate. Proper athletes, when they're in competition, will rest very, very long periods, so they're fully recovered. Go! Getting warm now, you see, getting warm. There's a lot to be said about sprinting and running and upper body strength as well. People think you just need good legs. Yes, you do, but core strength and upper body strength plays a lot of role in good sprints as well. See Usain Bolt, he's a jack dude. Does full body training because he understands how the body works. The lower supports the upper and the upper supports the lower. And you notice there's a bit of a technique to sprints as well. Even running. I was told by a running coach that I got once, you shouldn't cross over your arms over your zip because it's restricting the blood flow and the lungs, the capacity of your lungs, sorry. So if you keep your chest open more and let your arms float to the side, you're able to breathe better. Think about that. The capacity in your breathing matters. Most people are hunched over these days. They shallow breathe. A lot of anxiety and problems in that. Open your fucking chest. Breathe more, stretch more, do more upper body exercises that open that up. So it's 20 to 30 seconds is my time here. And just 20 to 30 seconds of maximal effort, like 10 out of 10, is enough to fuck you for a good few minutes. Like, I really feel like I need the rest here, even after just 20 odd seconds of effort. And I'm a fit guy, I'm a strong guy, but the intensity level makes a difference. Again, intensity is not everything, but it does play a part in your results. You can't be training with a 3 out of 10 effort, 4 out of 10 effort casually and expect amazing results. You can get okay results, but if you want extraordinary life-changing results, which if you're watching my content you probably do, you need to be willing to give those 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s out of 10s on a regular basis. Some days you might need a 5 out of 10 where it's just a casual recovery workout. Others, like today, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I don't think I can sprint any faster up this hill at all. If there was a guy behind us with a gun, I don't think I could sprint any faster. I'm slowing down the last period. I noticed the last 7 to 8 seconds there I was flagging at the top. I'm feeling it now, just 2 more. So if I'm doing 6 sets here for my first session back in 14 months, next time I was to do this I would do 7 sets, and I would do 8 and then I would build up to 9. 9 to 10 sets, absolute max, and that would be it. Again, 3 to 4 minutes rest probably in between each set as well.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Felt good. I'm getting a very, very mild stitch. 6th and final set. It's getting exhausting now, and I've only done 5 20-odd second rounds. For the last one, Adam, you can meet us at the top. You walk up to your car. By the time you get there, I'll start the last round.
Sorry mate, I missed that. Can you just do it again?
No. Asa, fuck. See, this is effort. This is effort. You cannot fake effort, real effort, because the results will always show. Effort precedes results. I'm done. See you in the next one. If you'd like to learn how to create outstanding levels of energy, motivation and self-control, my second book, Supercharged, the modern day guide to doing exactly that, is out now.